Let me just jump right out to the approval flow in TimeLog. So, keeping an efficient grip on time tracking is crucial for all project-based companies. In TimeLog, you use the approval flow to keep track of your employees' project and absence registrations. Today, I will show you the simple approval flow setup. If you have the advanced setup and have questions to that, you just write them in the chat and I will answer them afterwards. Okay, let me show you how to approve time. So you want to go to the Employees tab and click Approve Time. First, I will explain a little bit about the filter options and your personal page settings. So up here in the filters, you will be able to select the department of the employees. So here you select which department employees you would like to approve. As default, all departments are selected when it says Select Department. Manager. Here you select which leader you would like to approve on behalf of. The default selection is yourself. This filter is only visible if you can approve on behalf of other managers. Here you select which employee you would like to approve. As default, all employees are selected when it says Select Employee. In the standard period, you can choose, for example, this week, this month, and so on. You can also customize your period by selecting the dates here by clicking on the calendars. When you have done your selection, you can also choose a view option over here, so you can check mark show approved registrations to get a full list of all registrations, including the ones that you have already approved. Or you can uncheck that to only see registrations that you need to take action upon right now. Then you will click Show. Before I do that, I just want to show you that you can actually save filters that will make it easier for you the next time you log in and need to approve time. So you can just, so when you have done your filter selections over here, you can save that filter and call it, for example, the project manager's name, and save that. In that way, the next time you need to approve time, you just click here and you choose your preferred filter, and then all the selections are already made. Good. Before I move on to the approval flow, I just want you to show you some tips and tricks here for the personal page settings. You go there by clicking on the gear icons, and here you can choose which default view you want. So you can choose the default period here. You can choose to collapse the summary section and the detail section. I will get into this later. And then you can show week numbers in date span. You can also choose how you want to see your employees listed. So you can choose to see the employees by their full name or list them by their initials. Here you can also choose one of the filters that you have created, so that every time you enter approved time, all the filters will already be there. And then you can also choose that it should load data automatically. Good. So how to approve time? There are 3 ways of approving time. There's a simple way, there's a detailed way, and then there's a even more detailed way of approving time and absence. So the simple way is this little box out here to the left. So here you will have all the employees listed, and you will have your date span up here that you can also change by just clicking on the arrows up here. So if you want to approve all registrations for all of your employees, you just check mark them like this and approve or reject. Or you can only choose one and approve. You might see some code colors out here. This top one is green, and this means that the time has already been approved. The gray down here means that the hours are not approved. The yellow means that the hours are partially approved, which is that some hours are missing approval. and red means that the hours has been rejected by you. There is also another gray color code here, and this is when the employee has not submitted her time. So when you click on this employee, you will see a big yellow box up here. So when the employee has not submitted their time for approval, you can close the timesheet for the employee, or you can request the employee to close their timesheet. Let me show you how that looks like for the employee if you request submission of the timesheet. So you want to click on this link here, and then you click send. And then the employee will receive an email that looks like this. So it's really simple. It just says complete and close your timesheet for this period. And then the employee can click directly on the link here to get to the correct view. So approving time, again, in the simple overview, or approving absence requests. This is something you will see right away when an employee has requested absence. This is normally something they would do for the future. So they will enter their absence request in their timesheet, and then you, as the approver, you will see it under here in the absence requests. So this works easily by you click on the employee, you see the requested absence, and then you approve that absence or you reject the absence. Let's move on to the more detailed way of approving time in TimeLog. So this is, again, you mark the employee over here to the left, and then you will see a more detailed view. So you will have the project time, the absence that the employee has tracked in this period. You will see the total and the flex for the employee in the period. Here you can click approve period or reject the period. If you want, you can click on these big arrows here to go to the next employee on the list. So if you need to approve time on an even more detailed level, you can scroll further down. And here you will see all the registrations in the same period, obviously. And then you will have all the days and dates listed, and the registrations on the different projects that the employee has done on this date. So here you can, as a approval, check mark exactly the registrations that you want to approve or reject. You scroll down to the bottom and approve the period or reject the period. This is actually how you approve time in TimeLog, and